Hey everybody, it's your boy Jay Rich. You know me, Spider-Man, all day, every day. I'm here with a cavalcade of people. Fans, friends, lovers. We just got
tell them that.
Oops, I'm sorry.
7 people made a cavalcade. I'm learning a lot tonight. It's a Bureau of Weights and Measurements kind of a thing. So.
Yeah, it's not quite a metric ton, but it's like 7 people, I guess, would be a cavalcade. Good evening, listeners out there. I am Mike Reyes from Cinemablend.
I'm Rich Drees from FilmBuffOnline.
I'm Natasha Bogutzki from FilmBuffOnline, the Big Picture podcast.
Paul Perkins from Kingroom Media.
Ryan Misher, content manager for J1 Studios.
Darcy Mendez at Darcy Loves Horror at all the platforms, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
And you know me, I'm black. All right, so big secret.
You could be a Ghostbuster.
I'm a Ghostbuster. You know, because busting makes me feel good.
No, I dropped Ghostbuster VR.
You said. Oh my gosh, I should make that a shirt. Ghostbuster with an A. Well, I did come up with. I was going to do that, but then
okay, folks, I'm biracial.
the ER. Yeah, he's biracial, so it's okay. He used the ER, but like, we'll forgive him.
We don't like you Ghostbusters out there.
You filthy Ghostbusters zapping up all our ghosts. So check it out. We just got back from Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Good. So this is a fantastic continuation of form. I've yet to see a Ghostbusters movie I don't like. And what I really liked about this was we're moving more towards the sort of raunch that was in the original Ghostbusters, because there's sort of a divide between the family-friendly / adventure stuff that we've seen in Afterlife or even in the real Ghostbusters versus what Ghostbusters 84 and to a certain extent Ghostbusters 2 was. So this is still great to take everyone out to. You may want to make sure you take your teens to this, not really young kids. You know what? Maybe it's a good idea that they, reissue the real Ghostbusters for younger fans to get in. I mean, I don't know.
I think they should. I think they should.
Oh, yeah. This was a great return to New York. It feels like a homecoming in that way after Afterlife. Which I really enjoyed. I don't think this one has quite the emotional core to the story that the previous film did, but there's a lot more fun. I think there's a better balance of the humor. They kind of ratchet up the horror elements a few times, too, which we really haven't seen since, I would say, the very first film. So I love that about it as well. And it's just it's a great 2 hours at the movies.
I would happen to agree with Rich on this. I really loved the comedy aspect of this. I don't think the story is as strong as Afterlife. I mean, Afterlife made me scream, it made me laugh, it made me cry, it made me squeal when I saw the damn gunner seat for the first time. But this one, I feel, is a little lacking in that. Once you really start getting going with this movie, it just goes. It happens so fast that I thought the final battle was somewhere in the middle of the second act, and I'm like, wait, we're at this already? Other than that, loved it.
I like the Natasha, I can't even say it right, Natasha of it. It kind of was like passing the torch from the old 84 to the new generation of Ghostbusters. I was 11 when this film came out. It made me feel like I was a child again watching it for the very first time. I loved it. Acting was great. Everything was great. Hands up.
Yeah, this is a return to form from the original film. The last film, Afterlife, was a love letter to Harold Ramis. I love that it went back to what made us love Ghostbusters in the first place. And I love the nods to the animated series, which was just incredible. I was like calling everything out. It was great. I loved it.
Basically, everybody said what was great about it. There's nothing, I don't know if there's anything else to add. I definitely would harp on the nostalgia if you loved the first 2 movies and loved the fact that they went back to New York because that's where it originated. And if you think about it, the second one kind of dealt with the same way, with the fact of all the ghosts being, basically expunged because of the one bad ghost, and then took the Ghostbusters again,
which is a usual trope in the franchise.
Of course,
from the movies
always,
to the cartoons to everything.
Something get expunges, these ghosts, something always happens, and then the Ghostbusters ended up, and then they saved the day, and then they're like, no, what? You're not canceled anymore.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna say something wild and outrageous, but yeah, I know, right? But I really enjoyed this movie, like a lot. Like I was hyped for it, but it went past what I was expecting from it.
Spider Plant.
But one of the things is Afterlife gave me the feeling of what I got from Infinity War, but on a Ghostbuster level. And this was like the end game on Ghostbuster level, where this was more action and like high stakes and all that stuff, while Afterlife was like the sad, emotional, like, but still gave you action, but it gave you it like ripped at you. You know what I mean? There was so many, and especially why I said it reminded me of Endgame is like when you see the whole team. That, like, you know, like, it's not a secret. You've seen it in certain trailers. You've seen it on the posters and stuff. But it's something about it when you see the new squad and the old squad, everybody suited up. Everybody. Right. Okay. I don't care if this, because I don't even know if I'm gonna consider this spoiler free or not. I don't know, but we're not gonna talk too much into it because I mean we're about 7 minutes in. So look, I was so happy in my heart seeing how much love this movie gave Ernie Hudson. Like the man was awesome in this.
And that's definitely a thread from Afterlife. Afterlife started on that, but this
really went. This was.
In fact, he probably gets the most screen time out of the legacy Ghostbusters. Yeah. Because you knew Murray was going to be the least. You knew Murray was going to. You know, I mean, you go back to when Ghostbusters 3 was trying to get off the ground, and it's like, okay, I'll do a telephone cameo. Okay, I'll be a ghost. Okay, it's like. Yeah. But what
he was being the Harrison Ford of the group.
But what you get of Murray is still gold, and of course, yes.
He's just being himself.
Yeah, he was absolutely Murray.
And what's great is I think it's kind of like almost a validation for Ernie Hudson because that first draft of the script of the original Ghostbusters that he read and signed up for. Winston was a bigger character. He had a lot more to do. He was much more proactive and everything.
Air Force Major
and yes, and they kind of wound up trimming a lot of that out by the time they got to the shooting draft. And I know he was disappointed.
Oh, he made sure that he let people know.
So to have him get all of that love from the screenplay this time around and get some really powerful. Get some great drama moments too, like with his argument with Dan Aykroyd. I was like, yes, we could have had this for like 3 other movies, folks, and we didn't. But it is what it is, and I'm glad that it happened for him, at least now.
On the way down, we were talking the script from Ghostbusters 3 that was never done. And
Danny Aykroyd's attempts.
And we were happy to see some of the elements in this film. From the film.
There was elements from this, certain
existence.
Planes
of existence.
Planes of Existence, the idea of the Ghostbusters research facility in Queens, the idea that they needed bigger storage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up.
Sony operated.
But hold on, there's something that people are forgetting.
They bought the film rights to a borough.
People are forgetting the tie-in that was more of a part of the actual story was the video game. The most recent video game was like Ghostbusters 3.
The third film.
And they just turned it into a video game.
And I have to say, I love them little Stay Puft Marshmallow Men. I gotta get that. I gotta get them. I gotta get them little statues. I love them.
Okay.
You can't harp on my favorite character, who has been my favorite character since the first movie.
I love Stay Puft Marshmallow Men.
He has been my favorite character since I didn't care about no other Ghostbusters.
I was 100 pounds heavier. I was a Stay Puft
I was like, no,
Marshmallow
that's so cute. I have the Funko Pop. It's a big Funko Pop. It's like one of the first Funko Pops I bought of the Stay Puft Marshmallow.
All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be a marketing win for them. Just like with Star Wars, you had BB-8, you had Grogu in Mandalorian. Everybody had their like little cutesy thing that they're gonna sell to the kids, and you're gonna see animatronic versions for like $200 at like Target. I could see a dancing Stay Puff, little minis dancing Stay Puff, and I might buy it.
Recycle that whole dancing can technology we had from the 90s.
Or no, just take some stuff and put it over to Dancing Santa.
Yeah.
But is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man going to be suicidal?
That's the toy.
It has to be.
It could have walking animation where it just walks somewhere, and then you just got to make sure it doesn't fall off a ledge.
Or make sure it does.
The kids don't know about ennui anymore.
The same thing you do with Optimus Prime toy, do that with Stay Puft. Have that shit as an app on your phone and you control it.
All right, so as you can tell, we all had a blast watching this movie. It is worth seeing. Go check it out. No, but there's always somebody who's like, it wasn't my cup of tea. But amongst this circle here, yeah, we had a blast. A lot of fun. All right, real quick.
Take your friends, take your family.
Yes, take everybody. Take everybody.
I want a squishmallow of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's sticker.
Yeah.
Get me a squishmallow. I want to fall asleep with my head on the thing, and then I want to wake up and punch it. What she said.
And on that, folks, we're gonna get up out of here. Everybody's information is gonna be in the caption and description, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. You know what to do. Help a brother out.